What's happening, my fellow geeks and geekettes? Welcome to a brand new episode of Cosplay Chris, and today it is all about my Uncharted 4 A Thief's End Nathan Drake final cosplay. Now, some of you guys have seen in the previous video with my recap of Oz Comic Con here in Sydney, on the Sunday, I did go as Nathan Drake from Uncharted 4 A Thief's End. Now, this was a last minute decision. I honestly didn't think I was going to end up doing this one. I was originally going to do the Uncharted 1 look of Nathan Drake. The last minute, I thought, fuck it. I've got the materials, I can gather some extra parts to make this cosplay go above and beyond. So in this video, I will include some photos of the final cosplay in high quality form. As I said, you guys have seen some photos of me from the convention in the Nathan Drake attire. But what I thought I'd do today is go through each part of the costume, what it consists of, and if there is work that has been done on it and weathering and all that jazz, I'll go through exactly how I did it. Now, what I love about Nathan Drake is the cosplaying is so damn cheap. I love the character of Nathan Drake. I love the Uncharted games. That's why I wanted to do this cosplay. And plus, it was nice to do something that was a lot more cheaper than a batsuit. Because let's face it, a batsuit is gonna run you at least $1,500 to about $3,000. So I'm not going to go in any particular order. I've got all the pieces of the costume laid out here. I'm actually going to start off with the boots. So these are the shoes or boots, whatever you want to call them. I got these from Payless Shoes. Now I know in the game that Drake shoes actually come up to about here. They're like proper hiker's boots, but these are the closest I could find. These cost me 59 Australian dollars and they're actually pretty comfy. They actually are rock climbing or hiking boots. But the thing was, they actually came in black. So what I did was I spray painted some brown spray paint. I actually used a Dulux brand. And you can see all the dirt and all the muck that is all over the shoe. Basically, what that was getting PVA glue, watering it down and adding dirt from my driveway into the mix and literally just rubbing it all over and just crudely making it look like it's been dried up mud. Now you see all the white staining there on the shoe. That is actually water-based sculpting clay that I watered down and just rubbed all over. Because you think about it, if he's gonna be in the mud, there's gonna be clay mixing into that. And like I said, these are really comfy. So throughout the day, I had no discomfort in my feet and I was able to enjoy the show a lot more. So they're the boots, or shoes, whatever you want to call it. Next up is the right angle torch. Now I bought this off eBay for about $10, I think. It's an olive green torch. And the exact same method as the boots, guys. It was just PVA glue, watered down, and then mixed with dirt, rubbed throughout the whole torch. And then I sprayed bits of brown spray paint and also white spray paint just to give it like a corroded, sort of faded look, like it's been out in the sun a lot. Sir, you got any crack on you? Now, this is a temporary piece. This is supposed to act as the leather pouch that Nate has on his belt. This is actually a business class pack you get from Garuda Airlines. You know, you get your sleeper mask, you get moisturizers and creams and shampoos and conditioners and all that shit. So this is what I mean by last minute additions to the costume. That was the Garuda emblem there, but I ground that off with my little Ryobi tool and I sliced in little parts here so the belt could feed through. And then the beauty thing is you can actually put your phone and wallet in here, so that acts as an actual practical prop. Now I'm doing the watch and the belt at the same time because they both came from Kmart. So this is the watch here. It's not 100% accurate, I'm fully aware of that, but it looks the part. This was 20 bucks from Kmart. And then I went in with some black spray paint along the wristband. And what I did was you spray it on quickly, get some sandpaper and some paper towel and just aggressively rub it all throughout. And then it leaves that beautiful weathered look as you see right there. I even, if you can see, dremeled on the side some scratches on the body of the watch. And it still keeps the time, it still keeps ticking. It's a great damn watch. Nate's belt in Uncharted 4 is very straightforward. It's just your typical brown belt. And this was $5 from Kmart. The only weathering I did was I got some sandpaper and just ran it all across the belt just to give it that frayed, worn look like it's gone through hell. Now in some screenshots, some promotional shots, and some character shots of Nate from Uncharted 4, you see he has a rope that is tied to the side of his belt, and this rope was in fact the original rope I was going to use on the Pirate Batman grappling gun. Now if you guys remember, I said that this type of rope was going to be way too thick to wind around that spool, so that's why I went with the cotton rope. But this rope here is what I was settled on for Nate. It's just got that old crude look. And this is just a leather tab that I made with some snap grommets, you can see right there. So it literally just loops around the belt and snaps in place. Now this is the holster, as you can see right here, and as I mentioned in the previous video, my buddy Cam sent me this holster, which he got via eBay. This was 80 bucks off eBay, and Cam did some modifications to it. He weathered it, made it look a lot more older, a lot more used and distressed, and he's done a fantastic job on it. The only complaint that I have, and Cam agreed with me as well, and I'll pop it on, is I'm actually using a Colt M1911 for the final cosplay. I will get the more accurate gun that Nate uses, but you see there, I got a trigger missing, and the reason being is when you slide it into the holster, it does hold when you're upright. But I remember right before the convention, I bent over to pick something up. I think I was gonna actually put my shoes on, and the gun was in the holster, and the gun has slid out, hit right on the hammer, and the hammer is just smashed into all these pieces. So that is why I have a hammerless Colt M1911 at the moment. But like I said, it cost 80 bucks off eBay. Cam did an amazing job doing it up. It looks a lot more old, used, and rugged. So eventually I want to upgrade to a holster made by a guy called Uncharted Leather on Instagram. He does some beautiful work. Cam recommended me to him. I've seen his work. It is a bit pricey, but it's totally worth it. So that is the holster, my friends. Now, we're moving on to the pants. These are just pants that were actually originally used for my Rick O'Connell cosplay. The brand is Piping Hot. I don't know if you guys in the States have the brand Piping Hot. Let's get a close up on that. There you go. I'm pretty sure you guys do. But as you can see, there's a lot of weathering going on the knees, and what I did was, this is just dried up clay that I mashed onto the front of the pants on the knee area and also the cuff area. And what I did, and no joke, is I put the pants on, I went down to my front yard and I started skidding all over the grass to get grass stains on the knees like you're sliding along. Now, as well as using clay to weather the cuffs of the pants, you can see there I've just gone in with some brown spray paint and black spray paint just to make it look like mud, and he's gone through, trekked through the water. And of course, last but not least, Nathan Drake's signature Henley shirt. Now before I go any further, I'm going to provide links to everything that I bought online. If you guys were wondering, if you were curious, if you want to pick up the same items, I'll provide the links below. Specifically for the Henley shirt, the holster, the boots came from Payless Shoes, so I don't know if in Payless Shoes in the States, you guys would have the same thing. You can find something similar in Kmart. This is a size medium. As you see there, I've got some blood staining there. That was just red spray paint, just very lightly wisped on certain areas, especially on the sleeve, because when you see he's got a sleeve rolled up, I've actually got some of the makeup on from the photo shoot. When the sleeve is rolled up, there is some blood protruding from a wound under the sleeve there on his upper arm. Now, just like the boots and the torch, you see I've got some sand stains, some dirt stains on there. Well, I just went in with the PVA glue that had been watered down and some dirt from my driveway, and just randomly put it over all areas on the shirt just to make it look like, you know, Drake's been treading through mud, treading through swamps in the jungle. And originally the buttons on the top of the Henley shirt were black, but Nate's buttons in Uncharted 4 are white. And that was just a matter of using some Model Masters white paint, guys, and that's seriously it. So there you have it, guys. That is the rundown and breakdown of my Nathan Drake Uncharted 4 A Thief's End cosplay. So I'm gonna leave you now with a couple of shots that Dad took of me just out the front. We have a very big front yard that we don't really use, and a cutting it's overgrown and looks like a jungle. So I thought I'd take advantage of that, just quickly put on some makeup with some scratches and do my hair, just to give you guys an idea of what the cosplay looks like all together. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Hope you enjoyed the final cosplay. Hope you guys are well. Hope you guys are happy. Be merry, be silly, and until next time, geeks, please always remember, cosplayers do it best.